Hello and welcome. This is a reading for our sun sign in Scorpio. You may also be feeling it if your rising or your moon is in Scorpio for July of 2026. While the month may start out slower with deep introspective pace due to the heavy retrograde activity, it does conclude with one of the most defining astronomical events of the decade. Whether you lands on your sun, moon, or ascendant, you are being called to look at where you hold on to control and how you share your deepest vulnerabilities and where you really fit into the collective web. All right, so first of all, first 3 weeks of July invite you to slow down because we do start the month out with Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Mercury will be retrograde until July 23rd. Mercury is going backwards through your ninth house of expansion, higher beliefs, long-term visions, and long-term travel. So please be patient with any delays and any miscommunications. Always triple check everything. It's not a good time to sign a contract. It's a great time maybe to review one, revise it. We'll wait until after July 23rd to sign anything. This retrograde isn't here to ruin your logistics. It's just asking you to inspect what you believe. Are you moving through life waiting for the other shoe to drop, or are you really operating from a place of deep faith? Please take extra time with travel plans, build in flexibility, under promise and overcommit at work. I say under promise and over deliver is what I'm trying to say. Don't overcommit because we also have Saturn retrograde as well. It's better to do a few things well and have plenty of time to do them than to pile up too much and not be able to meet your deadlines. Use this time to reread any impactful books or revisit older philosophies because Mercury is going through your ninth house, which is philosophy, higher mind, and expansion. Things that will find you peace. Moving along, Neptune, July 7th, and then Saturn on July 26th, station in retrograde, both in Aries. They are moving backwards for you, Scorpios. Aries is your sixth house, which is your house of daily routines. It's your house of wellness and work. These outer planets are stripping away all the illusions around your everyday life. Saturn asks you to reevaluate your boundaries at work and find true structure, while Neptune really will dissolve any escapist habits. It's an ideal window to realign with physical self-care practices that truly ground you. We all have a tendency to procrastinate. Neptune is going to help to cure some of those things. As I said, do a few things well rather than overcommit. Mercury will stationary and then direct. Yippee! Finally, Mercury will go direct July 23rd, and that cosmic fog will lift in your house of perspective, bringing you clear answers, resolve delays, and really a renewed sense of purpose. The new and full moons, let's look at that for a moment. New moon is in Cancer as well, July 14th. This new moon sits in close alignment to that Mercury retrograde that we just spoke of. And it creates a stark square to Saturn. So for you, Scorpio, this is a beautiful and intimate reset button. It asks you to let go of old defense mechanisms. If you've felt isolated or overly guarded, this lunation invites you to speak your raw, honest, emotional needs out loud. A new path of spiritual growth begins here. Full moon in Aquarius, July 29th, illuminates your fourth house of the home, family, and inner foundations. This full moon really will put a bright spotlight on your private life. It may bring a dynamic culmination regarding a living situation, family, matter, or deep-seated emotional pattern. Because it's directly tied to the massive nodal shift, it signals a major moment of releasing old family expectations and help you step into your authentic reality. What's so significant about this month is that the North Node is ingressing into the sign of Aquarius. So we have had since November of 2024 the big mover and shaker, Pluto, entering the sign of Aquarius. And as I've spoken of before, for you, that's your fourth house, house of the home and the family, values. Some people go through home remodels during this time because of Pluto. And Pluto will actually sit in your fourth house for 20 years until 2044. That's why that's so significant. But if you haven't paid attention to your fourth house home, family, foundations prior. The combination of the North Node and the full moon all being in there with Pluto will definitely bring this into the limelight. So the North Node is your path in life. You'll really be feeling a pull towards North Node is just that. Like, what is my purpose? What is my path in life? What's really important to me, brings me satisfaction and all of that. So July 26, 2026, the lunar node officially shifts into the sign of Aquarius, North Node in Aquarius, South Node in Leo. Aquarius is what you're bringing in, all with regards to home, family, things like that, foundation. Leo is what you're letting go of. So this is for the nodes themselves, they will be there for 18 months, so about a year and a half. So for you, the North Node entering Aquarius in your fourth house, your cosmic compass is pointing straight toward your private foundations, home life, and inner sense of belonging. With Pluto already pacing through Aquarius, the stakes are beautifully high. You're moving away from seeking external validation, career titles, or even public applause to measure your worth. The North Node here coaxes you to build a sanctuary that is entirely yours, one rooted in authentic, unconventional truth rather than keeping up appearances. So there really is going to be a transformation for you in the house of the home. The South Node in Leo is your 10th house. Now, 10th house is position and honors, but you may be letting go of being in the limelight for a while because the South Node is what you're releasing. So this will begin a long-term cycle of releasing ego-driven ambitions, outdated professional roles, or the exhausting need to perform and be center stage for public approval. You're learning that your true power doesn't come from the spotlight. It comes from the unshakable foundation you build when the world actually isn't watching. So it's really a time to build that quiet home stability foundation that will give you really that stable life. Planetary ingresses, Venus enters Virgo July 9th, which moves into your 11th house. Venus, of course, rules beauty, rules art. Venus brings a grounded, discerning energy to your friendships. Of course, Venus also rules love and women. It's a wonderful time to connect with selective, like-minded people who share your vision for the future. The sun will enter Leo July 22nd, sun will illuminate, because sun does that, making it a triumphant return to your career and public sector. The sun joins forces with Jupiter in Leo. This brings a radiant, magnanimous wave of visibility and recognition to your hard work. Even though the South Node is nudging you to release ego, you can still stand humbly and beautifully in that limelight. This solar release ensures your talents will be seen and rewarded. That's all for now. Oh, one more thing I wanted to add, some affirmations for you. I am completely safe to lower my guard and trust my journey, to let life support me in ways I never imagined. My worth is anchored deep within my soul, not in the applause titles or validations of the outside world. I release old patterns of control and comfortably step into the flowing, innovative, and beautiful future awaiting me. Thank you so much for tuning in, Astro Angel. If you enjoy what you heard, just hit the like or subscribe. Until next time.